It's the internet, you're busy, and today we are reviewing the LucidSound LS40 wireless headset. It is a very good headset. I'm very happy with it. I've been using it for a while now, and so far I think my general feeling is that it is a great all-around headset. By all-around, I mean it'll work with every device in every situation that you would want a headset. If you're working out, clearly you're probably going to want something else, but in most other circumstances, you are going to want something like this because it just works so well. Let's jump into what that means with the big things that I like here. So, in general, it is just so comfortable and so smart. Now, by comfortable, I mean I put it on my head and it just fits. I have it over, like, I have it off one ear, but when I have it on both, it fits almost without any effort. I don't have to adjust it. I don't have to move it around. It's on my head. It's snug, and even when I'm moving around a lot, it doesn't slide up and down my head like I'm doing this. Something I might do a lot, like looking up and down, looking around, and it's not like trying to like fall off my head. It's in place, and it's not gonna fall from its position. Now, having it in its position, again, it's nice and snug, but it's not like squeezing my skull. It's not squeezing the bones around my head. It's in position to the point where it can, funnel the great sound right into my ears, and then it can also provide some nice bass because it's holding my head and the outer parts, which, typically it's the material around the headphones that provides that rumbly bass to make it seem even bigger than what it really is. And this headset accomplishes that because it's comfortable and because you can get it in place so easily. In terms of what makes it smart, though, these are some of the features that I adore. So it has the detachable microphone, which I will test here in a second. I'll cut in some audio. This is the LucidSound LS40 headset microphone. It's wireless, and like all wireless microphones for gaming headsets, it sounds a bit like a walkie-talkie. But you get the microphone feedback immediately into your ears, so you can hear yourself talking, which is, that's nice. It's something I want whenever I'm playing games. But yeah, it doesn't sound great. I've kind of moved it closer to my mouth, and I don't know. I think it's inconsistent, but it gets the job done. It's good for communication. This is just what wireless microphones sound like, so it's something you're gonna have to live with. Okay, back to the actual video of me using using this microphone, so you can hear what it sounds like. But it's not just that. It has a microphone already here, even when you take this off. So even if you're not using this, you're still going to get great audio from this headset. Or, you're going to be able to answer phone calls. You're going to be able to get online and play with your friends, even if you just left this in your bag or something and you don't want to use it. I love that. But let me plug this microphone back in. It has these great controls on the side. So the volume knob is right here for your game volume. Over here is your chat volume. The ear cup, the outside, it's not just for show, even though it looks really great. You press that, this will mute your mic audio, and this will mute the game audio, or I'm sorry, not mute. It will pause it. It'll mute the game audio, or it'll pause like music, or it'll answer a phone call, things like that. And so what it means is that you can use this on so many different devices. It comes with, let's see here, comes with a bunch of cables. So it has a USB dongle you plug in, but if you want to use it on like a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One wirelessly, you can connect a optical cable to it, and you can still get your game audio and the chat audio on one headset. If you want to use it on a mobile phone or something to listen to music on the go or listen to podcasts, I like to go for walks. I like to listen to podcasts while I do it. And one thing I hate is having to get my phone out to pause something because I'm trying to hear something, or I'm trying to think of something, or I'm trying to write a message and I can't because someone's talking to my ear in a podcast. So I always want play and pause controls on the line. But the LS40 takes it a step further. Instead of having play or pause on the line, this is just a basic 3.5mm cable on each side. This button, the button here, does the play and pause no matter what you're on. So once you plug this in, you can play and pause, And then if you need to replace the cable, because if you don't know, for me, I know 3.5 millimeter cables for headphones and headsets, they break pretty quickly because we use these things so much. I like to buy one headset and have it be the one headset I use for everything. I find that maintains my continuity with the comfort. It means that I'm used to the device. I don't want to spend a ton of money on like a different device for a listening device for all my different things. I want one headset that works, and that typically what that means is I'm gonna break these cables, and then either the headset's useless or like a key feature like player pause is broken, and I have to buy a very specific cable to make sure I get that back. With this, I can replace this cable because it's so generic and it works it works with everything. I can replace that for this, and I still have the play and pause control right on here, and I adore that. I love that so much. It makes me feel much more comfortable using this headset because I know it's going to be reliable and durable because I can replace the parts that are likely to malfunction. Some other, I mentioned the microphone. I love the built-in microphone. And I like how it's not visible. Like if I want to detach this, I still can answer calls without a visible microphone. That is baller. I like that a lot because I'm not going to ever wear this outside the house, this microphone. Let's see. I think that kind of does it for like the smart feature. I mean, it's got a ton of other great features, but these are the big things that I really appreciate. In terms of its sound, I think it's a really great sounding headset. Even when you are just plugged in with a 3.5 millimeter and you're listening to music, it can handle really robust, a full spectrum of audio. It's very detailed. You're going to be able to tell the instruments apart one from the other. Even the bass is really good when you're just connected to the 3.5 millimeter jack. When you go wireless, though, it sounds even better because it's powered, amplified audio. Everything sounds crisper, bigger. The bass is more rumbly, tumbly. It's gonna, like those bones around your ear are really going to feel it because this headset can really pump out some great sounding loud audio. And it also has DTS Headphone X surround sound 7.1. And I found that works as good as anything else in this price range. I was able to tell the direction of enemy fire in games like Counter-Strike and Overwatch. So I recommend it for that if that's what you're looking at it for. It accomplishes that without a struggle. Let's move on to the things I don't like. They're pretty short because, like I said, I think this is a great all-around headset. So the only things I don't like is that when you do have it plugged in with the 3.5 millimeter jack, you can't then turn it on and get that powered audio. It's either or, and when you have it plugged into the jack, it can't handle it. Now, there's the Logitech G933. It works in a similar way, except for you can turn it on and you can get that powered audio, and it does sound better. So I thought that was a slight bummer. It's not the end of the world just because it does sound so good, even when it's not turned on, even when you don't have it amplified. It's a good sounding headset regardless. And then the only other thing is that it doesn't have an onboard storage for the USB dongle. The USB dongle is kind of large. There's no way to store it in here, and that's something you get from Razer or the aforementioned Logitech headsets. You could store their USB dongles right inside the headsets, and you don't have to worry about losing them when you're on the go. If you're on the road a lot, that's something you're going to want if you still want wireless, like once you get back to the hotel or something. For me, it's not a big deal. It comes with a soft case, soft carrying pouch. I'm never thrilled about those. I never feel great about using those just because it's like, another thing for me to carry around. So I don't love that, but I mean, at least it does come with a pouch if it's an option for you to consider. And I think that's gonna wrap it up. Like I said, it's an all around great headset for every situation. If you want these big headphones, I think they look great. They're beautiful to look at. They have great style. They have this brushed metal and this red stitching that's just like really handsome. And will stick out in a nice professional way when you're outside, especially once you remove the microphone. And then in general, it just excels in every circumstance. It works great with your phone. It's going to work great with your consoles. It's going to work great with your PC and your Mac. It's just all around a great headset, and it makes it easy for me to recommend. The closest competitor I mentioned was that Logitech G933, and I think I would go with these over that because of the built-in controls on the ear cups. Because it is, I think it's a much better design, a much more mature design than the Logitech, and yeah, sure, it doesn't have the amplified audio over a line, but I'll live. It's been fine. It's worth it to have this play pause button right there. So yeah. I think that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with some more reviews very soon. Got a ton of headsets to look at. A couple of keyboards, mouse. I think Sound Blaster sent over a weapon crate I got to look at. We'll get all that up soon for you guys to check out. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.